Good evening, October 2nd. NBC is still the most fraudulent news station that there is, and you have arrived at Let's Talk News with me, Leticia Remauro, who is your host. I have decided that if this internet gives me problems, I am going to commit computer side right here on air. Um, I think that actually it's all the fancy gadgets that I tried to attach to the computer and the internet to make the show better, make my voice better, make it less whiny. I don't know. But anyway, I took them all off. I even took off my fancy clothes, my fancy shirt, and I'm in my t-shirt and I'm nice and comfortable, and I hope you are too. Mom is here with us. Hi, Mom. Good to have you. Hello, Debbie Lebedo. Good to have you. Beer Nut is with us. Hello, my friend. Thank you for joining live. I love that. I hope your lovely bride, Bonnie, is doing well as well. Hello, Francine de Gregorio. I thank you too for joining live. Oh, the whole gang is here. I just love it. Hi, Susan DeRema. I am so appreciative of all of you that you have all come over and have decided to do this with me every night, because I got to tell you, I really was getting tired of yelling at my television all by myself. It's so much better when we have company, isn't it? So I'm so glad that you're all here. And tonight we're going to talk about something that's not so fun. This whole synagogue attack in Manchester, UK, which has just been making me crazy since I heard it. I was up really early. I guess it was, I don't know, 4 whatever time in the morning. It was still dark out when I heard it. I cannot believe that another one. All right, the other day was LDS. Now it's a synagogue, and today of all days, Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement. We have a real problem, and as we've been saying on this show for forever, this is not a problem just in America. This is a problem worldwide, and it showed itself today. They caught him. They killed him, but he wasn't the only one. This they're calling this a terrorist act. His name is Jihad al-Shami. There he is, and I don't know. It looks like he's in a hospital, and it looks like a one of those nurseries. I don't know, but anyway, he's dead. So he took 2 people with him, and I'm trying to figure out why. Hello, Colleen Mahoney. Good to have you. Did you hear Alan Dershowitz, attorney, left the Democratic Party? Did he leave? I mean, I saw him, I don't know which news station, last week, and he was fed up. But no, I didn't hear that he left. But it makes sense. I mean, he was on the brink, because there's nobody left to identify with in that party. Nobody. I mean, did you hear about Hakeem Jeffries yesterday? I mean, really, there's probably a lot of other things that we could talk about tonight, but this one I think is very important because it's going to hit closer to home, and it's going to get even more violent. But all right, Hakeem Jeffries. All right, so here's how it went. Right, government shuts down. Trump's White House answering machine now has a message that the far left Democrats have shut down the government, and so therefore there's nobody left there to answer their calls. Brilliant. Maybe not in good taste, but brilliant. Then there's somewhere else that he put that message out. I think is on the website. There was nobody maintaining the website or something like that because the far left closed down the government. So because the Democrats can't win any points with America, because 2-1, Americans didn't want the government to shut down. Yesterday, Hakeem Jeffries did a podcast speaking directly to Americans, and he wanted to talk to Americans about this because he didn't want them, quote unquote, lied to by the Republicans. And about less people watched his podcast than watches ours. Made me feel good about myself. Oh my. All right, back to serious stuff. I think it's Muslim extremists. It is. Well, he is from Syria. And yeah, he's a well, they don't have all the information, but there was two people. Hold on a second. I forgot. My um Greater Manchester police say three suspects have been arrested on suspicion of commission, preparation, and instigation of acts of terrorism. They are two men in their 30s and a woman in her 60s. So, I was talking to somebody about this today. The if they their actions to further the faith, if they are killed, they extreme Muslim, if they are killed to further their faith, they are martyred and have an even higher position in heaven. So, why would anybody have a problem? Why would anybody? Why would anybody have a problem dying? And why would anybody who is an extreme Islamist um, ever want to negotiate for peace? Because if their goal is to rid the earth of infidels and they know that their reward in heaven is going to be a more preferred place, then I don't see how we can even negotiate with them. Hello, Howard Zim. It's good to have you. Hello, Maisie. Good to have you. Thank you for coming back. Yeah. Okay. So I guess it's not the guns. Not the guns, because this guy. Well, I'll play you. I had a clip from this morning, but there's even more information out there now, and there's some actually live clips. But he strapped a bomb to himself. So it was knives and bombs and all kinds of things. I want to thank you for encouraging me to find a 9/11 lawyer. After 20 years, I found a law firm that would help get me registered. Good man. Good. Oh, Howard, I'm so happy about that. I see good things do come from this stupid show. I am so happy to hear that. I just hope and pray that you are accommodated as you should be. He's trolling, but he is trolling, but all effective. I'm going to guess that's Hakeem Jeffries we're talking about. Hello, Andrew Dorman. Good to have you. Trump is trolling. Oh, Trump is trolling. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I guess that's what it's called now. I don't know. I'm not up on all that. The new conversation, because trolling at one day used to mean being an annoying pain in the ass. Maybe Trump is trolling. Oh, thank you. I just had it cut today, finally, after a year. And she was very impressed that we could do this with no hair dye. This is henna. This is natural henna, that the same stuff that you use on your arms if you want a henna tattoo. Yeah. Anyway, I think my hairstylist does not like chemicals. She's a big follower of RFK, and so I think she's found a new product. Hakeem is an idiot. Yeah, absolutely. I got to say it again, and I'm going to give you some bells. They're stupid. I mean, they're really. I don't know if it's stupid, ignorant, self-aggrandized, unaware. I don't know what it is, but these people on the left are something I've never seen before. I have seen right-wing religious extremists, and I don't like them, and I don't deal with them. But this left-wing extremism is something that I don't think we've ever seen before. I mean, this is delusional stuff. I mean, men can be women and men can have babies. And if you want to be a furry, you could be a furry, and they, them, and all this other shit. I mean, I have never, where does it come from? Why do they believe they have the power to get inside someone else's mind and make them think like they do? Maybe because it works on their friends? I don't know. Yes, Alan Dershowitz definitely left the Democrat Party. I'm not surprised. My heart condition isn't covered, but Staten Island University Hospital and other New York City hospitals are petitioning the government to cover heart conditions. Well, I'm glad to hear that. And there's probably something that they're going to find you have that is covered. So just stick with them, get registered, do all the things, because look, we're all getting older, and it would be good if you had the care that you needed in your waning days. Because God knows I would rather all the money that's going to the illegal migrants. I would take another 1.5 trillion and I would give it to the 9/11 victims in a heartbeat, rather than give it to the migrants. They are desperate. And they're starting to admit, they were lying. They were saying that illegal migrants can't have health care, but now they're starting to admit it. They're admitting that it's a small portion. I don't care what portion it is, but that small portion is costing us a lot of money. And again, I don't like this CR. Quite frankly, I think that they should just let the whole thing go until they negotiate a budget and just pass the budget. I don't like this CR. You know why I don't like this CR? Because it's Biden spending. I don't like it for the same reason that Rand Paul doesn't like it. It's Biden level spending. And I frankly think that what Trump is doing now, which is arranging the government as he likes, because now it's closed, and in a situation like this, he gets to fire people and reorganize the whole entire government so that it makes sense and that services that are needed are delivered. So I'm just giddy with this shutdown, and I hope it stays shut down because I don't want to pay my taxes. They create these things because they are causing division if you go against it. Yeah, well, it's all talking points, right? I miss Jen on here. Pretty sure if she was on tonight, she would be wearing a sombrero. Okay, Howard, I'll try to be funnier. I don't have a sombrero. You're right, she would. We should call her. I would call her, but she's busy tonight. Yes. You're getting love from Andrew and well wishes from all of us. Met a man with two cute girls, said you girls are cute. He said they are boys. Oh. Oh, that's terrible. That's a man accepted that his girls turned into boys. I don't know. That's amazing. My best to Jen. Yeah, she's doing okay. She really is doing okay. All right, listen, we have serious stuff tonight, but I mean, maybe we should just keep on joking because, quite frankly, I think it's all too serious. But I don't want to. I don't want to not talk about this because I think it's important. But they weren't. I got it, Ma. I'm just amazing. So they were girls. You could see they were girls, but he said they were boys. Did I get that right? Yes. Said your girls are cute. He said they are boys. Oh, okay. So they were girls and he said they were boys. Oh, okay. So he changed their gender. Amazing. Democrats are finished now and after this shutdown. I hope you're right, Kevin. I'm not. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to show you the Mamdani commercial. Did everybody see this? He's playing The Bachelor, and his date is New York City. Did you see that? Anybody see that? If not, I'll try to find it in a minute, and we'll share the screen and see. It's on his Twitter page. And the Democrat Socialists, their logo is roses, which is just but yeah, he's like dating New York City. It is so creepy. I mean, it's beyond creepy. Okay, I'll look for it. All right, so anyway, let's get back to Jihad al-Shami. All right, here's what's going on.
Most holy day of the year for those of Jewish faith. What twisted belief has led the suspect on the ground to make them a target.
Get back! If you're not involved, move back! If you're not involved, move back! Get away! Somebody stay with casualties! Everybody else! He has a bomb! Go away!
He's got a bomb on him!
He's already driven a car at people outside the synagogue in Crumpsall and attacked others with a knife. At least one victim is still lying on the ground. Now police take no chances given his third potential weapon, the suspected bomb around his waist. The gunshots proved fatal, but so did his attack. 2 victims dead, 4 others injured. Here you can see the suspect's face. He's been named tonight as Jihad al-Shami, a 35-year-old British citizen of Syrian descent. Behind him, we've blurred the worshippers in the windows. For all the attackers' efforts to take more lives, security staff likely saved them by stopping him from getting inside the synagogue. As others were taken to safety, who tonight still can't get back into their homes.
Initially, seeing a guy stood on the top of the stairs, and then as the police have approached, they've run into the gate of the synagogue, outside the vicinity though, but inside the gate. Shot him straight away.
It was hours before police could get near the suspect to identify him. First, bomb disposal teams had to be called in, before what sounded like a controlled explosion. In this picture, you can see a knife lying near the attacker's head, with the suspected bomb to his right. Just one clue as to his motive.
This attack has been officially declared as a terrorist incident, and the investigation is now being led by counter-terrorist police. As has been confirmed by CT policing, we believe that the identity of the offender has been established, but until we are certain of this fact, it is premature to set out this detail at this juncture.
We captured what appeared to be further arrests in the surrounding streets. Police have confirmed they've detained 3 more suspects.
Okay, so that's what went on in Manchester today. And I do believe that it's not a one-off. I do believe that those 3 suspects are going to have connections here. I think that we all need to be prepared and ready. I know that the churches and the schools have now armed guards at their doors. But we have to be mentally prepared too, because this is terrorism. This is absolute terrorism. And somebody said it before that they're just trying to divide us, and they're being successful in it. They really are being successful at it. And I don't know what's going to happen with the Trump, peace deal. We still haven't heard from Hamas, but yeah, I'll never forget the saying, you don't negotiate with terrorists because you don't get anything for it. I mean, look at what's going on with Putin. Trump, how many times, he told Trump that he was going to stop and he didn't, because they don't care. How can you negotiate with a terrorist? They are not honorable people, so they don't care if they don't keep their word. Yes, my church has armed guards. Most do. But I think we need to be mentally prepared, right? We need to be mentally prepared because we've been conditioned. And we talked about this a little bit last night. I think we did. We were conditioned to be accepting of everybody different, not to profile people based on their skin or what they're wearing or where they came from or their language or any of that stuff. But I don't know that we can do that anymore. I'm not saying that we should absolutely shut out Muslims. I am saying that we need to be prepared, because the fundamentalists are a whole different kind of form of religion. I mean, it's a religion where, Muhammad was a warrior, and that's who they follow. And, he did some heinous things in the name of Allah. And listen, throughout history, we have had crusades and wars and all kinds of things, heinous things done in the name of Christ and, in the name of Buddha, the name of, yes, heinous things have been done. But I think in 2025, we don't expect that kind of thing, but it's happening. This is why Trump is boosting up the military. Absolutely. This is why Trump is boosting up the military. And we have to be prepared, right? We have to be prepared, especially us older people, right? Because we're people of a certain age and we can't run so well because we have broken knees and spare body parts and all kinds of things. So we have to be able to protect ourselves and we have to know how. And, for the longest time, I've been an advocate for women learning how to shoot a pistol and learning and to own a pistol. And I have taken women to the range and I continue to take women to the range because women tend to be fearful of pistols. I own one. I know how to shoot one. I think that every woman should know how to shoot one. Muslims need to be careful. The same can happen to mosques. They could. And that's the whole thing, right? Is in a situation like this, they're counting on us to conform to the teachings that we've had in America of tolerance and that they can run roughshod over us. And that happened in Persia too, right? Remember 4,000 Muslims were given a home in Persia and they just steamrolled over them and took over the country. And I think that they believe that can happen here too. So, and when you have Democrats standing there protecting, okay. Did everybody see the CNN interview with the cartel member? If you haven't, go look for it. I will actually probably put it on my YouTube later on. They're interviewing a member of the cartel and asking if he ever killed anybody. And, he's all covered head to toe. And then they say, well, why don't you stop? Oh, because if you get out, you'll get killed. Oh, yeah. Then they ask, is what Donald Trump's doing making your life more difficult? And he said, yes. I swear to God, this is true. This is true. What the fuck? What? What kind of a question was that? And it's like the CNN reporter was almost, he had sympathy for the cartel member. I can't. This is why. You might be right, Kevin. This is why Democrats will be finished. This is why I do not eat my Trump stuff. Loads of those people here, and we don't know who they are. You don't eat? Not eat? Where? Okay. I was going to say, did Trump come out with a candy bar? I don't know. Does he have a food distribution center? I can't. I love you guys. You better get a scooter. Yeah, really. I'm going to get one of those jazzies with turbo thrusters on the side. Oh, I can't. How many city police departments are being overrun by Islamic officers? Oh, well, New York NYPD, I think it's half. Screening of all is required. Muslims or not. All types of security is mandatory and upheld at its best. Yes, but it's not happening. It's not happening. And people are not, certain people are treated better because of the color of their skin. And it's not white people. You understand? We have changed in this country. We now, remember, that's what I'm saying. We have, our focus now is that we don't judge people on their skin color. We do judge them on their actions only, right? We have been conditioned to not identify people by skin color, religion, sex, and say, oh, you can or can't do something. So that's what they're depending on, is that we're docile. We're docile now. And how could you possibly profile somebody, because there are so many people from so many different cultures here. How do you know who's here to do you harm? You just don't. And that's thanks to Obama and Joe Biden. But it won't. I can't remember what that refers to. The one in the truck. Oh, yes, the interview. Yes, she saw it. Yeah, exactly. Eating her MAGA. If she's going to do it, I want you to do it here, live on air, Deb. No eating any Trump stuff unless you're live on air with me. They won't attack more Americans are armed. Well, I agree. My husband and I, chuckle over that. If a foreign entity attacked the soil of America, especially if they landed in the South, by the time the army got here, we'd be picking our teeth and riding our Dodge Rams and saying, "Don't worry, we got it. We took care of it." So I believe that to be true. They started this stuff with the open borders. Yeah, they did. And that's the thing is, how do you know? How do you know? I mean, you don't want to be. They did that with the Japanese, right? After Pearl Harbor, they rounded them up and put them into concentration camps. I mean, it's like, to some extent, it's like they're fulfilling a prophecy, right? Or a self-fulfilling prophecy. Because didn't the Dems say Trump was going to, put people in camps and things like that? Well, if we start getting attacked on our own soil, it's likely going to happen. I mean, we're going to have some problems here, and we're going to have to figure out how to handle it. I will bake a MAGA hat. That's a good idea. A MAGA hat cake. Okay, let's see if I could share my screen. If I could share my screen, I'll show you Mom Donnie's commercial. So bear with me, because nothing is easy here on Right Stuff. So that's it. Okay. All right. Yes, that's it. Share. Okay. Now, can you all see it? Let's see. Yes, you can all see it. Okay. Now, hold on a second.
As hard as you do.
Hold on. Hold on.
You deserve better. You deserve better. You deserve to be able to raise your family here, to be safe, to travel where you need to, free of costs and worry. You deserve someone who works as hard as you do, who thinks about you every second of the day. That's the kind of mayor I promise to be. New York, will you accept this rose?
Paid for by Zoran for NYC.
You deserve better. You deserve to be able to raise your family here.
I don't want to see it all that time. All right, now stop sharing. And do you believe this? Are you guys seeing it? I mean, I don't know where. I guess maybe it's on. That was his Twitter. That is his Twitter feed. Epic clown player. He probably drank a drink from AOC cracker. It really happened. It's happened. That's his X page, and he was so proud of that commercial. Will it work? Does anybody think it will work? He thinks about killing you, not safe. He is a liar. Oh, he is. He's so. It's just. But really, I mean, just really. So on that note, I'm going to leave you on that. I love having you together with me here every night, almost every night. Again, if anything breaks over the weekend, we'll go up live. But if not, I will see you on Sunday night. I love you all. You are just wonderful. It's so nuts. What the fuck? I can't take the insanity. I will see you Sunday at 8:00. And thank you for joining me on Let's Talk News. And hopefully you share it to your friends, and maybe they'll join us too. Okay, so it might work on mindless lefties. It works for the deranged. Indeed it does. All right, everybody. Yes, Kevin, it's been fun. Thank you.